What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Tech and Tactical. I wanted to do just a quick video, kind of on my current stable, if you will. So you can kind of just see, this isn't everything I own at the moment, although I have moved down quite a bit. I've thinned out the herd a little bit. I think you all know what that is. This knife right here. In fact, I'll just start here. This one really does not get used. I have said it before on the channel here that I really love this knife. These the Blur in general, and it's true. I just love these things. I love everything about them. This particular one, however, is tanto and serrated, as you can see. So it is particularly gnarly. This is going to be almost impossible for me to sharpen. I could try. I could probably get the tanto pretty well. I'm not the best at serrations, so... this is more of just like almost one of my, I don't really collect knives. I buy knives to use them, not to just collect them. But I know some people do, and that's fine if that's something you want to do. But that's not why I own them. I own them to use them. Every knife on this table right here has needed to be resharpened, with the exception of this one. I use them, and then I get them to the point almost where. I don't always do this. Some of the nicer knives I own, I just keep them sharp. But if my work knives, my belt knife, I'll wear that thing down. Just using it, and then I'll have to throw it on the Lansky, which is fine. But in any event, so this is kind of my current stable. When I go out in the woods, I always take the BK7. You guys have seen the footage of this guy in action. This thing is no joke. It really is just so beastly. It's really, you could argue maybe that the weighting's a bit off because it's so long. The 7-inch blade on there makes it heavy. Makes it top heavy. But the whole idea is you can use this thing to chop. When I go out in the woods, when I'm doing firecraft, if I'm building a fire, that is my hatchet. And I know some people don't like it. Some people don't do that. And that's fine. But I use a handsaw. I should have brought the handsaw, the Silky. I use a Silky handsaw, and I use that thing. That's how I build fires. I might use the Rat too. It's a Rat Model 1. What I meant was, I might use the Rat also. Sorry, I tried to wipe these off beforehand, but I got a smudge on them. But otherwise, this thing has been sharpened twice. I really like these handles. This desert tan color is actually quite nice. The black pocket clip doesn't match at all, but I guess it matches with the black hardware. But yeah, it's like rolling on. This thing's like rolling on this little pivot. If you haven't seen it, watch my video. It makes it very smooth. The action on this knife is very, very smooth because it's got that little like pivot thing right there. But of course, I try to do it on camera. But, and then I got this little guy. I don't really use this. This goes into my work bag because it's the tiniest little non-threatening. I can take it into anywhere. I'm pretty sure this is below the limit where you can even carry this into I think you can even carry this into certain government buildings. But, I wouldn't necessarily try, but you could. It's so tiny. Like it's a little I think it's a 1.9. So you guys all know the current workhorse is the new Kershaw Link. This thing, it's not a new knife. It's new to me. I just got it. I love the feel of this knife. You know, it's the hand feel that really impresses me with this thing. It is just, if it were any smaller, if the handle were any smaller, it wouldn't feel right. It'd be like, it'd be like a 3-finger knife. If it were any smaller, but this thing is just so comfortable, and the fact that it kind of it leans forward. I'm sorry, I can't remember the term for that. It's escaping me, but it's got like this forward leaning design, so like it's flat right here, and then it leans forward. I mean, I just love the way that this thing, the action on this thing, because when you're cutting, your fingers aren't in the way. Do you understand what I'm saying? So like, there are other knives where that is just, it's a big problem. You know, you can't cut with it because when you can cut with any knife, but you know what I mean. If you're cutting on a flat surface, this is incredibly easy to cut on a flat surface with. You know what I mean? Where this would be maybe a little harder. And this might be like kind of in between. But anyway, I'm rambling at this point. I just wanted you guys to see kind of the current, the current stable, if you will. Also, I just wanted to test also out the 4K, the new 4K setting a little bit, and just get a good look at everything. Kind of just see what I think of the whole thing. But yeah, love this Becker, and you can see it's got some use. I mean, the finish is wearing off of the blade edge. I keep this thing sharp. This is one of the ones where I keep it sharp because I use it. I mean, I use it and then I sharpen it and then I put it away. You should put a little oil on it generally too, but I rarely do that. Yeah, Model 1 with D2. Sweet knife. And then the cheapest Kershaw link you can buy. That's like the $25 one, you know what I mean? So yeah, thank you guys for coming. There is a review coming up for the Wowtac A1S. So hang on, and because that one, I really am impressed by this flashlight. However, this is my first 18650 flashlight, so I am familiar with the 18650 battery. This is just the first flashlight I have with it. So thanks again for stopping by Tech and Tactical. Please like and subscribe. It really helps the channel out. Feel free to comment if there's anything that you guys are coming up with, any ideas you have, do you guys carry similar knives? Do you guys carry totally different knives, and why? Feel free to shoot a comment in too if you've actually stayed and watched this long. Again, thanks again, Tech and Tactical.